I thought it would be something interesting and cool. I really did. I never thought it would be like this, but I do believe that it's like this because I stopped driving the bus a long time ago. I mean, once I gave the wheel to God and just said, hey, look, drive us down the road and show us what we're going to be, it all just kind of exploded. The original mission of On River Time was centered around healing. In my experience, I healed on this river. And I wanted to share that with these kids and hopefully that they would experience the same kind of emotional healing that I did.
What was 2 or 3 kids to begin with is now 15, 20, 30 at a session, but they've not lost sight of the individual child. Sure, there are more children, but the individualness has not disappeared, and everybody gets treated special, and to be treated special once in your life, you're blessed.
My life really changed through knowing that I'm loved and cared about. Sometimes that may be hard because of my past. You know, am I loved? Am I cared about? Am I worthy? But Mr. Steve shows us that we're worthy, we're adored, and we're cared for.
It was life-altering, life-changing. My first time fly fishing, whitewater rafting in the Snake River, hiking the Tetons. I got to see 2 moose, maybe 3, and grizzly bear and her 3 cubs. A grizzly bear and its cubs.
There are so many life lessons along the way. One of the kids said just last night, when I rode in the boat, I realized I was looking at God's canvas that He had painted. And then she said something powerful. She said, and I'm a canvas too.
I think that's what Mr. Steve was telling us, that if you let it, it does stuff to your heart. And so I'm thankful to be a part of this journey.
Today's lesson is about the little things. Look at these little bugs right here. These will be tiny things right here. We'll catch a fish, hopefully this big. No one will trust you with the big things if you cannot do the little things. The foundational aspect of On River Time started out as a fly fishing camp for kids. But you know, it's one thing to connect with these kids during a week. It's completely different to stay connected throughout the year.
In 2020, with COVID, we quickly learned that our camps would have to be canceled, which was heartbreaking because we know everything that takes place at this camp and how lives are transformed. So we created SOAR, which is Success, Opportunity, Attitude, and Resiliency. And it's packing in all of these life skills for these kids. And we did the job interview readiness and resume writing and etiquette. And all of these are kind of packing their toolkit, is what I say, to help prepare them to be successful as adults.
I feel like it's another way that we can come alongside these kids and to let them know that they are worth something, that their worth, again, is not found in the circumstances or the things that they've been through. When they graduate from high school and have moved into college or the career path, it does not end there. We are here for them, and we want to continue to help them to soar and succeed in whatever that next chapter of life looks like for them.
It's a big deal. If you look at my story, then you will see how good the Lord is to us. It doesn't make sense that I'm here. If I were to think back my 3rd grade self, I would have been lucky to graduate high school, and because of organizations like this and Still Creek and other children's homes, I'm able to say that I will have a good life. And so all thanks to the Lord, but thanks to Mr. Steve for answering his call and doing what he does.
In the last 10 years, we've taken 200 children here. That's a lot of lives. And when you think about the aspect of generational change, you take 200 lives, they're going to have families, they're going to have marriages, they're going to have careers, and you think about the aspect of that 3 generations from now.
I do think that I will eventually have children, and one day I will bring them up to this river and show them what it meant to me, you know, when I was 15 through 18 years old.
They all have their own stories, but to see the resiliency that the Lord has placed in each one of them to continue on with what they're doing. And it's a privilege to be able to be a part of the Lord's work and seeing this happen.
One thing that the Lord has just blessed me with to learn is that it doesn't matter what my life circumstance has looked like in the past or what it's going to look like in the future, but the Lord has a purpose and a plan for what my life is and how He wants to use it. And so I would say that is 1,000% worth it. I was 12 the first time I came, and I'm 20 years old, still in love with the organization and still being able to pour right back into it. So yes, 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 1,000 times support on River Time.
It's humbling to see the support that we have throughout the country for people who care about these kids. And I really think that these kids, we are changing lives.
And they change ours.
And you're right, they do change ours.